The girl who could hear your heartbeat racing from across the room. You know, most people think being one in a million is a gift, but when you can hear the truth, it feels a lot more like a curse. I was born with something the doctors call hyperacute auditory processing. Basically, I can hear your heart rate from across a crowded Starbucks. I don't just hear what you're saying. I hear the exact second your pulse spikes because you're lying to me. Growing up, I thought everyone lived in this loud, thumping world. I remember being 6 years old, sitting at the dinner table, and hearing my dad's heart do this weird, jagged little dance when he told my mom he had to work late. Even then, I knew. He wasn't at the office. He was scared. By middle school, I'd learned to keep my mouth shut. You see, people hate it when you peel back the curtain. I once told a friend that her heart practically screamed when she said she liked my outfit. Let's just say, I spent the rest of the year eating lunch in the library. But things got real during my junior year. Our track coach, Coach Miller, was the town hero. Everyone worshipped the guy, but every time he gave those win-at-all-costs locker room speeches, my ears would ring. His heart was steady, cold, like a machine. It wasn't the sound of a leader. It was the sound of a predator. The breaking point was the regional qualifiers. My teammate Leo collapsed on the track. While the trainers rushed over, I stood 10 feet away from Coach Miller. He was telling the paramedics that Leo must have had a hidden heart condition, but I heard it. The massive surge in his chest. The frantic, wet thud of a man who knew he'd pushed a kid too far on illegal supplements. I didn't scream. I didn't make a scene. I just walked up to him, leaned in close, and whispered, "I can hear it, Coach. I can hear how fast your heart is beating right now. You're terrified because you know exactly what's in his system." The look on his face? Pure shock. He tried to get me kicked off the team, calling me unstable and disturbed, but I'd already recorded the sounds of his office meetings for weeks. The whispers, the deals, the rhythmic thumping of his guilt. The school board couldn't ignore the evidence. By the end of the month, Miller was gone, and the hero was finally exposed. People ask me if I wish I was normal, if I wish I could just have a quiet conversation. And honestly, sometimes I do. But in a world full of noise, someone has to listen for the truth.